If you're looking to make solar simple, give Ron Domenico with AD Energy a call. All-day energy made simple. Solar solutions with zero down, options to lease or finance, and roofs and trees are no issue. Call Ron Domenico at 609-226-2802 and tell him you saw him on the Sports Box.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that makes Harlem look like a walk in the park. This is the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike LeGarrette, a.k.a. Mike, along with my partner, Brian, the Ranger Retard. Brian, how are you? Oh my God, I can't for anything. I'm dying over here. Oh.
You having like separation?
I need some medication, so I need a Vicodin. Anyway, we are going to talk about the Eagles who signing LeGarrette Blount.
LeGarrette Blount.
Sorry, LeGarrette Blount. Sorry, I can't throw anything, so I'm upset.
I know, it happens.
Anyway, I think it's a good signing. I think the Eagles needed somebody like that to fill in for the running back situation. I mean, look, bottom line is Carson Wentz threw 600 attempts last year with no wide receivers. This year they have 2 wide receivers, so the look is that they're going to throw over 700 passes. So why not try to bring someone in to try to balance the running attack out? Because Sproles can't handle the load all year. He's not that kind of running back. Not the Eagles run the ball 30 times a game, but they need somebody to fit in there. And I think it was a good pick. The only red flag I have is why was he still out there at this point in the season when people need running backs? I mean, I know the Giants were interested. I know the Cardinals were interested. Why the Eagles got him? I think it's a good fit for the Eagles.
Couple things on this that kind of jump out at me. LeGarrette Blount has been successful on one team and one team only, and that's the New England Patriots. In fact, when he left New England to go to Pittsburgh cut him. He ended up back with New England because, again, coaching a quarterback matters, and that's the best in the world up in New England. What also strikes out at me is this is really, I think the excitement around this, Mike, is the 18 touchdowns that Blount had last year.
That will not happen this year.
That's a hell of a fantasy season. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
However, how many of those were like 1 yard, 2 yard rushes?
Absolutely.
Goal line.
I would say 60 to 65% of his touchdowns are probably goal lines.
To me, Blount going to Philadelphia is a waste of time for the player and a waste of time for the team. I'm going to tell you why. They're not going to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm not going out on a limb. This is not breaking news. It's not even a controversial take. The Eagles are not going to win the Super Bowl this year. They're probably not going to make the playoffs. So LeGarrette Blount turning 31 in the middle of the year, going to a team where there is going to be no future, frankly.
Yeah.
What's in it for him? For the team, you're building towards something. You just drafted the quarterback of the future last year. You're starting to really build around him with guys that are going to be there for a couple of years. Why wouldn't you? I've heard a lot of Corey Clements, Pumphrey they took in the draft. They seem like Smallwood, whatever. Why wouldn't you play a kid and see what you got in the kid? Blunt's not going to be there next year after the season. So what he's going to do for you is specifically contained to the 16 games he's going to play for you. If he's not hurt this year. Does nothing for you into Carson Wentz's 3rd year in the league. He's probably not going to be back next year. I'm talking about Blount. So to me, it's a waste of time for the team. The only silver lining I see to all of this, and it's really a Joe Douglas thing coming from Baltimore, is the very likely compensatory pick they'll get when Blount goes elsewhere next year. Other than that, I don't see a huge benefit.
I think they're down on Smallwood from last year at the end of this season. They kind of got down on him, and I thought coming into this season he'd be the main guy. But you got to look; he might not even catch a roster spot now because Humphreys are going to keep. They're going to keep Sproles. Smallwood might have a spot on his team, so I think they had to bring something in. They're going to keep one, obviously. But like I said, in my opinion, I think it's a good move. They had to bring someone in that's going to give him a little stability back there, has a veteran leadership, and Blunt's the guy. Is it only for 1 year? Absolutely. They're going to see maybe if Carson Wentz with this kind of offense, is he going to be the quarterback they think he's going to be? Is he going to take it? I think he's going to take a step back. Now, you got to hope it's not a big step back. Is it a small step? That's fine. Sophomore slump, not a big deal. They have film on him now, so you're going to see if he can adjust to the different plays and the different schemes that he has out there now. But if he takes a huge step back with this offense, then you got some problems. It's a small step, it's not a big deal. Like I said, I think LeGarrette Blount is a good pick. Is he going to have 18 touchdowns? Absolutely not. He may have maybe 9, maybe 8. But like you said, there are a lot of goal line carries. So it's a matter of if this team can get in the red zone, they're going to use him in the way that he was used before.
Yeah, but it's less than 4 yards a carry. I mean, the guy, for the most part, is a north-south runner. He's not really going to make people miss left and right.
Right. And the 3 years he was in Tampa, he didn't even get 18 touchdowns combined. So, here's a guy who had 18 touchdowns in his system that just fit him perfectly, and they used him when they used him. It's also a high-powered offense that gets inside of 20 a lot of the time. So compare it to different systems.
I just look at it again. The idea is you're probably not gonna go where you want to go this year.
Right.
So what does this player really accomplish?
But you had to bring in somebody. You had to bring in somebody for Carson Wentz. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Even if it's for the 1 year deal that they did for Blount, you had to do something for somebody. If it was another veteran guy out on the street, whatever, this and that, just to bring him in, to get him in, you got to bring. Who knows if they would have brought in? The name escapes me again. But anyway, just the point is, you had to bring somebody in. Yeah, you had to, and Blount was there. I just wonder why he was still there. And there's got to be something.
In the Eagle spot, I'm going youth all day long. I am, because I'm building around this kid quarterback that I spent a lot of picks to go up and get.
Yep.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone who's going to be here 3-4 years down the road that I'm building my offense around, frankly, and that's not LeGarrette Blount. So, waste of time team, waste of time player. We move on.
On the Eagle stand, I think it's a decent pick. So anyway, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Remember, you can always get us on social media if you need to talk about more Eagle stuff.
Absolutely. And make sure you're interacting with us on Twitter at SportsBox Show, on Facebook at SportsBox Show. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and do so. Really appreciate that. Keep up with us and everything we have for you as the time just goes flying by on SportsBox.
And don't be afraid to chime in, join us, comment in, tell us we're idiots, tell us you think the Blount signing stupid, whatever the case may be. We'd love to hear from you. Because remember, at the SportsBox, the only opinion that matters. Brian?
It's right here. Whether it's Memorial Day weekend in July, August, September, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the opinion right here is what matters.
And it's absolutely will stay here. Thanks for watching. See you.
This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.